It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, to Pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Johnson. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow. That ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From just shy of midfield, Allen eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he Gets him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Taken in the end zone.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now the 2nd-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England.
Standing just about on his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. Don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 32. They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Ty Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Gurley. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A gain of 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Todd Gurley, 68 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score.
And by the way, for those of you that think Todd Gurley may have lost a step, I think you can look at this play as evidence that that is indeed not the case.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Allen being chased out. Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And these guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Bring it! A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20. Gurley.
And some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll roll them out right. He's going to take Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Allen. Caught out left side by Robinson. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Allen now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Bills will move the chains. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down
shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now it's Gurley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now the rookie second rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
He finds an opening past the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And away. It's all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think?
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He may try and run for this. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And seconded,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It It's the fullback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The busy night continues for Johnson. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Johnson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Brings up fourth down.
Here we go with Johnson. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead, fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
29-yard line.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run. It's Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
He was taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another carry now for Gurley. The 20.
Here we go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Todd Gurley, 50 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. The 40, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ty Johnson, 75 yards, and the Bills get a bit closer. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Todd Gurley, 82 yards, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The tackle made by Monte Nicholson.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. First down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ty Johnson, 41 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The drive will start with an option going left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and that will rise.